Hey guys, thank you again for joining me for another episode of Chevalier, where we try to bridge the gap between single people who are looking for happy, loving, and healthy relationships that will hopefully lead to marriage. Because at the end of the day, the value of helping single people who are trying to find love is to begin the conversation and yet really honestly have to start somewhere. I apologize to you guys for taking a week to make a new video. I was helping a young lady who reached out to me getting out of an abusive relationship. So that took some time to get her situated and put her in a position so she can better herself. So again, I don't just make videos to talk about it. I actually do the work to help people to make the world a better place. And I want to thank you guys for tuning in for another episode. Today's episode is going to be something really simple, but with a very controversial concept, and that's the difference between investing in relationships and why men should pay for the type of women that they want to be with. Now, when I spoke about this in the previous video, I got lots of praise from women saying, oh yeah, tell those men they need to invest their money. Tell those guys they need to do it. They need to do their part. They need to stand up and be a man. And my response to that was, I wasn't saying that men should invest their money in all women, just those that have proven themselves of worthy value for that man to want to be with in the first place. You look at the idea of dating. It's not about quality. Excuse me, I'm saying that backwards. It's not about quantity, it's more about quality. It's almost like anything else in life. I mean, do you prefer Dasani water or do you prefer tap water? Do you prefer living in a house or you prefer living in a penthouse? What I'm saying is that everything in life has a value to it, whether it's an extremely high price, whether you're paying for that price with your time, with your effort, with your money, or are you put in a situation where everything just comes to you easily, where you don't have to put in a lot of effort? It just comes to you because you're in a situation to be there and just happen to got lucky. I always tell people very often that when you're dating a woman, the quality of who she is always going to tell you what she deserves. So in other words, if you meet a woman that carries herself with natural, beautiful hair, with her beautiful curves, smell good, dress like a respectable woman, carries herself in a respectable manner, and treats others the way she wants people to treat those she loves and care about, then you're not going to get an easy lay. You're not going to get an easy date. You're not going to get easy sex. And the issue that a lot of men have with what I'm saying is that they feel like you should not have to spend any money or invest in a woman that they want to be with. Ah, man, I just, go over there and kick a little game, man, and, everything should be good. And that sounds great. That sounds nice. But I'm not talking about, the women who are on this part of the spectrum. I'm talking about you women who all men of all races would generally consider a 9 or a 10. I'm not even saying 8s. I'm just saying 9 or 10. We're talking about the highest class of breed of women. Those women, I guess you can spit a little game to, and I'm not saying it's not going to go anywhere because it's going to have some value. It's going to have some meaning. You might be able to get yourself in the front door, but you're not going to get to the pinnacle point, which is, for most men, it's either a wife or you want her for the purpose of a relationship that will lead to marriage and, let's just be honest, in some case, sex. Because the more a woman invests in herself, intellectually and physically, the more difficult she's going to be to obtain. Even if you never spend any money on her, you're going to spend time on her, investing in winning her over. Because we're talking about a level of women who have a myriad amount of guys who are trying to be with them at any given time. So it's like, what are you bringing to the table that a billion guys that she meets on a daily basis hasn't already presented to her? And back in the days, it was one thing because it was like, okay, cool, I'm getting to know
I
her.
can't connect to the Wi-Fi network. You might want to check the
Hey, Google,
connection
stop.
settings in the Google Home app.
I apologize. It's like, oh, I'm trying to get to know her, but I don't want to seem like a simp. And I agree, simping is another thing, and we'll get to that on another topic. But in this situation, we're talking about, having to invest. And the investment is one way or the other. Either you're going to invest a lot of time, you're going to invest a lot of money, or you're going to end up investing both. So if you're going to be a man who's going to invest one or the other, you have to understand that in most cases, money is going to save you a lot of time that you would normally not have to invest. A good way to put it is think about going to an escort or a strip club, which is basically literally my highest viewed video. Talking about why men go to strip clubs, why men spend money on prostitutes and escorts rather than at home with a woman. Because when a man goes to a strip club or to an escort, he's going to get what he needs up front. And he knows that spending his money is going to give him the end result he was looking for. Which is why men will spend hundreds and thousands of dollars at a club, hundreds and thousands of dollars on an escort, hundreds of thousands of dollars in the strip club. Because they know when they leave that situation, I didn't spend an absorbent amount of money, but I got what I needed. So all these guys were like, oh, I ain't got to spend no money. I just spit game and I'm good. Okay, that's cool. You got guys who got it like that, but I guarantee you more or less of the time, if your goal is sex with a woman, you're going to spend a lot of time. So much time that it's probably going to consume you from doing things that are a little more valuable than what you're doing trying to get to know that woman. Which in some cases can be, if you think about it, a waste of time, because it's like you invest so much time in that situation where it kind of takes away from the purpose of getting to know her in the first place. You almost feel like once you get to that pinnacle, and that's if you're lucky enough to get it, you'll start to feel like I invested too much in this. And I'm speaking about the guys that actually get the investment out of it. Not the ones that go into it and then they put all this time in and nothing happens. Then you kind of feel like you just lost all around. But for the guys that want to perceive some value from the situation, then the answer is simple. Spending money, whether it's on a date, whether it's helping her with bills, whether it's helping her trying to better herself. I know this isn't the popular answer because we want to believe that we live in this world where you shouldn't have to spend any money, and if your game is that good, you're going to get a woman. And that's the case. But when we talk about women over here, we're talking about women who are 8s, 9s, and 10s, but more notably 9s and 10s, because the higher quality of woman that you're trying to get to know, the more you're going to have to invest in getting to know her. So it's one way or the other, guys. Is you're going to spend time and you're going to spend money. But I guarantee you spending money is going to get you in the door a lot quicker than spending time. Because even though women want a guy who's nice, who's charming, good personality, honest, at the end of the day, if you don't have a career or you don't have a steady income of money that's going to benefit her happiness, then I can honestly tell you it's not going to last long. And a lot of guys don't want to hear that, but the truth is the truth. I know a lot of guys who I work with who dated women who were in good relationships and it didn't go anywhere because he didn't have enough money, and she may have stayed with him, but unfortunately she went off kicking it with other guys, giving them more than what she was giving him because he didn't have what she needed in order to feel happy. So spending money has its value in dating. Prostitution isn't the world's oldest profession for a reason. So make time for love and just understand, just like women have to invest, men, you have to be ready to invest, put something out front that women want, and show them that you can love and appreciate them the way they deserve, or you lose everything forever. Thank you so much, guys, for checking me out. Most important value here is to start a conversation. I'm not giving an opinion to make people feel like, this is the law, and if I don't, and this is the truth of the opinion. If I don't do this, I'm losing out on life. But I have these conversations because I want people to start a conversation so we can bridge the gap. We can bridge that gap so men and women can actually find happy and loving relationships and sort of figure out what it is that we've been missing from each other, so that way we can actually both be happy. Because at the end of the day, it all starts with a conversation. Thank you all so much. Hopefully you enjoy your day. Leave a comment in the comment section. Reach out to me. Thank you all for your time. Hope to talk to you soon. Peace. Next time.